Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, before I start, I also publish on Rumble, I'm on Patreon, Twitter, all that stuff here. So not much happening. Yeah, just like two items basically. Um, the 4060 Ti 16 gigabytes coming to its launch phase in 17 or 18 of this month, so not too long to launch. And we're already seeing that I'm not sure if it is on US market or the Chinese market. They say that basically the 4060 Ti with 16 gigabytes is already some models are more expensive than the 4070 non-Ti version, which is hilarious to say the least, and it's infuriating as hell. Again, to recap, the 4060, basically all the lineup of the 40 series is it's in terms of performance and uplifting from generation to generation. In terms of uplifting performance, it's not named properly. The 4060 is kind of equivalent to a 4050 kind of class card, mainly because the die it usually belongs also to the 50 class cards when it does. And yeah, the price is completely bonkers. I think it for $500 with the 60, so they are trying to charge you $100 for 8 gigabytes of VRAM. Because not even the memory itself, it's the memory bus especially, it's not even increased to try to handle the fact that it has more capacity of VRAM, which basically will you more than in most cases you will end up end up with the memory bus bandwidth before you start running out of VRAM in most cases, unless you're going to play like a 1080p game with huge amounts of mods like texture packs and everything that really does occupy a lot of VRAM. But still, I think in most cases the 128-bit architecture is the limiting factor here. Because of the card, in terms of 1080p, it performs good. It's the best compliment that I can give. But in terms of uplifting, it shades regarding like even previous generations. 47 is way better. It's more cheaper at this price point. 6700 XT and the non-XT gives a battle on this GPU and better. It plays way better than even in 1440p, and it's way cheaper. It's like $300, so almost less $200, and this GPU is not good. 47 can be like a good deal if it was like, again, less $150 at least. This, I think the overall generation is a skip if you waiting for upgrade, unless they basically lower, I don't know, 40% in all GPUs. Like, this is like a broad stroke opinion, like around 40%. Yesterday I managed to get around with a 4080 being at $1,000, which is good comparing with the MSRP launch, and also the fact that giving the price market, it's not a bad price. If you're upgrading, I don't think it's well worth. But if buying a new system, even the 7900 XTX, it's way better in terms of price to performance, because it performs basically the same with the 4080, and it's basically still less $200. Unless you really need to, unless you make money out of the GPUs with like work productivity stuff, it's not worth paying anything more than, I don't know, $800, $750 should be the price, the 80 class maximum. And of course also the same with the 7900 XTX should be around like $750, $800 maximum, at least, taking into account like inflation and all that stuff. It's still very expensive. The 4090, I usually don't talk about it unless there is something to do with 12 power pins melting out of oblivion. But yeah, basically it's a pass. The 40 series, and to a certain extent the 7000 series is not a huge uplift from the generation, but still the previous generations can still, if you find like the 6900, the 6950, the XT versions or not, if you find one for below MSR, I don't know, the 79 around $500, $600, the 6900 XT or something like that, maybe it's well worth buying, but still there's been no, basically I don't think they have like stock on that GPU. But yeah, 4060, again, you can wait for the reviews. This is going to be another DOA for NVIDIA. The 4060, the 4060 Ti, the 8GB versions are DOA. Again, 4060 non-Ti versions should be around 250 or below. Same thing with the 7600. It has to be even lower. The 4060 Ti should be around $50 plus, like $300 maximum. Then the 4060, and this one should be maximum $30 more, like maximum $350 maximum. It's $150 above what it should have been to be considered a good deal. But yeah, again, when the reviews come up, I will sure check out, and I hope it will not confirm all everybody is talking about this GPUs, but I think it is what it is. And the other news is Test Drive Unlimited, the Solar Crown. I think I played the Test Drive Unlimited 2 like a lot of years ago, and I like this kind of format. They usually try go for the 1-to-1 scale of the areas, and then it's mostly basically around multiplayer driving, but you got a good choice of cars. The handling seems good on how you drive the game. The cars itself has different kind of challenges, like racing things, and the fact that it tries to maintain faithful to 1-to-1 scale of the places where it's set up on the game. I think it's pretty interesting, and they are going to do like a showcase, like half an hour, I think, July 12th, so a little bit after the summer sale finish up. I'm not sure. Yeah, supposedly the game will come out this year. The only thing that I managed to get through, it's basically this is a 1-to-1 scale recreation of Hong Kong Island. It's not the entire of Hong Kong like district or whatever they usually call it, because supposedly it belongs to China. I'm not sure, but I managed to Google Map here. It's kind of a small place. I don't know how they're going to manage. It's like 1/3 of entire Hong Kong district area, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, they're going to, for sure, the Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Bugattis, Dodges, all these cars, and I will check out because I'm interested in this game, and I will leave the Steam page on this game so you can check out. And we are going to kind of do the gaming deals, and this is it, not much else to talk about. But yeah, I got this game here, Deliverance to the Moon. It's got always very positive reviews. It's one of the games I'm very interested. It's like an adventure space sci-fi stuff here, 75% off. Deliverance Universe bundle. I think there is a game also, Deliverance Mars, if not mistaken. I'm not sure if it is like a sequel to this game. It seems so. I didn't see any promotion on the other game, the Deliverance Mars or something like that. But yeah, I think it's a good buy. I'm very interested in playing this game. I always like a good adventure game, and it's an indie game, so it's always good to support good games. Also, we got here another indie game, Sharkpunk Verminfall. I spoke about this one when it came out. It's got a lot of positive reviews. It's one of those games I'm very interested. Of course, it has a demo, this one, which is good. It's 20% off. It's not very expensive, like $10. It's kind of XCOM-y in the way they go about it in combat style, and you got like stress management also, if not mistaken, on this game. You got basically it's like a post-apocalyptic. You're kind of in the middle of it, and basically you have to escape the city or something like that, from what I understood. and you have to manage your team, and you got those management stress, and of course the stuff you have to upgrade on the campsites. But yeah, it seems pretty good. Pixel art, it's always good if the mechanics are good. I don't mind the pixel art stuff. It can be very enjoyable. And yeah, 20% off. Also, we got more Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden. Oh my god, my reading skills, they are not that good. It's a little bit like it says there, XCOM style. You got like a dynamic approach on the scenarios here. You can like set up ambushes before you start your turn. It's got a demo, which is good. It's a pretty good game, 60% off. And also regarding this, not franchise, but the Beard Ladies guys, they also have Miasma Chronicles. It's been now it was like mostly positive. Now it's very positive, which is good to see that people are enjoying the game. It's 40% off. It launched this year. That's why it's not that cheap in terms of percentage of the deal, but it's kind of the same vein in terms of gameplay. Mutant Year Zero, but still has a different story. I think it's not set up in the same kind of universe, from what I understood. But it's very in kind of post-apocalyptic, kind of futuristic kind of thing. Yeah, and I like this kind of games. I think that the story is not that bad. But yeah, 40% off. Yeah, I think it should have like a demo for you to try out. I really like this kind of games. Continuing, we got Journey. I played this in a console some years ago. I really enjoy it. It's one of those games that Annapurna has been publishing a lot of good games, especially Indian ones, and this is one of them, one of the OGs. This came out 2020 for PC, but it was on console, as you saw there, 10 years ago at least. It's a very enjoyable game. I really like it. 50% off. It's one of those you need to play to enjoy. There is no words to describe the game. You need to try it out. It's one of those that you need to try out and enjoy and absorb all the environments here and the gameplay here. Also, we got here Hades. This is a pretty good game. 50% off. It's roguelike action with isometric view. It's more hack and slash. Of course, you got your runs. You have your permanent upgrades. You have the skills and everything. It's very underworld kind of gods-like kind of thing. Very, very, very good. The second one will launch. I'm not sure when, but it's like the sequel. I think it's the sister or the cousin of this 80s person here. I always forget. I think he doesn't call himself Hades. He has another name. I'm sorry. I was trying to see Pyre, from what I understood. I think it's Pyre. And you got the sister or the cousin on the second one will come out, I think this year, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's one of those games that I really, really like. It has good art style also. And yeah, it's a roguelike. It's my thing here. Also, we got Mudrunner and Snowrunner, sorry. Mudrunner is 80% off. It's one of those kind of off-road simulation sims where you have like areas that you go around and try to go about doing the missions that you can accept. It's not racing. It's very, very physics-based to a certain point. But it's very enjoyable. You take your time doing your things. You unlock cars while you unlock the map. It's very, very enjoyable. And also SnowRunner, it's 35% off, which is good. And you got here more package here. I'm not sure regarding this. This has a lot of content. This one is more completed than the Mudrunner. I think it's more improved in terms of graphics and kind of the physics, more detailed. And you got a lot of challenges here for sure. And I think it's one of those that I would like to. This is good for your live stream. You're going for your paces without any rush. And yeah, it seems pretty good. And this is customization and expanding bases here, which is more things from Mudrunner. Also, we got here Ash of Gods Redation. This is like a tactical RPG to a certain point. You've got I think it's got like choice matters also. This one is has some card mechanics here, but it's very interesting. It's kind of a mixed thing because it's very unique on how they're going about it. It's a little bit Banner Saga hard style if you play that game or that trilogy, and it's the combat is also very similar to that. The story seems pretty interesting. I think it could be fleshed out a little bit more, but it seems pretty interesting. And they got this one, The Way. Also, I didn't see the promo here. Let me confirm here. Which is basically a spiritual sequel. I'm not sure if it is on a deal here. Yes, it is 15% off. This is more heavy on the card mechanics, from what I understood, and it tells the story in a different way. It has some characters from the first game, from this one, but it's not a direct sequel. It's in the same universe, and I really enjoy the themes and the setup they managed to do here. This one is 80% off, the Ash of Gods, and the Way, which is basically the next one, launched this year. It's 15% off. It's launched this year, that's why it's the discount is not that big. And finally we got Assetto Corsa Competizione. If you like racing games, this is the sim that a lot of people play. It got 70% off. Okay, this is the thing, base game, and then you got all the DLCs here, which is it's a little bit here, but it's 54 with everything, from what I understood here, with all the DLC. It's got a lot of stuff. It's one of those that I also like racing games. It's one of those that I would like to play one day when I can. And basically this is it, guys. Not much else to talk about today. Hopefully tomorrow will be a better day for news, and I will wrap up with my GoGetFundMe for me to upgrade my PC to get better, more content for my private clients and start doing some video stuff for them also. And in my free spare time, continue to do the daily videos with better quality, doing some scripted content and going some deep dives in some subjects that I would like to talk about, and also resume my gameplay series and possibly doing some live streams in the near future. And well, as I said, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Till then, Kunamy Master out.